so I made a little bit of progress on the farm, sort of off camera. So I put in the 4 portals up here, changed these to be obsidian, and then I added the same disc up top, like I was saying, where there's no portal up there or whatever, but it's sort of like a matching disc that's on top. And then I made a path that goes there, so this is sort of the design. There'll be another one of these onto this side, and then that same pattern is going to be matched on all sides. So this is the portal you actually end up walking through when you first get through the portal. So I wanted to make it so that this one at least was here, so I put that in, and that connects up there. So the same idea, we come out here and then go down the other side, and then we have all that to build on that side. Now that we have this, though, I think the next thing we should do is finish styling this top part. It might just be white glass. So if we look at that right now, so I have blue glass there, and then I have white glass going down. I think it works out pretty well. And I also hooked up the so right here is where the items go to the top, and then they work down here, and they gain some speed as they go. So I had to add a little bit of, like, I added some glass there. That's the point where they gain some speed, and I'm able to still catch them at that point. But they sort of shoot through. They go through the sorting system all the way down there, and then I've added in some initial sorting stuff. So if we come down here, these first chests here, I don't remember what I have them set to, but it's clearly something that isn't showing up. These all might be blank. What did I set these to? They're set to, so I guess I don't have any of those blocks that it went through there. That seems weird. Possible, I guess. But I would have thought that... Oh, no, I guess I haven't sorted out those chests. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So as we come further down, I would figure that there'd be some other blocks. But nothing... Okay, so cobblestone went through and they ended up in those chests. So that's working. Good. And then I think when we... Let's see. So it would be... Something like over here, I think, would be the start of the iron. Yeah, so iron starts here. We'll fill up here and then fill over quite a bit. How's the stream for you now, Jijibunzik? Is it any better? Let me know. And so there's this, so I have sorting in random spots. I don't have any indicators right now for where things are, so they're sorting, but they're not really necessarily easy to find quite yet. Okay, cool. Seems all better. Alright, good. I restarted the stream. I'm not sure. I don't know. So now over here is the unsorted. I think it starts from here, maybe. Or further over. I kind of figured I'd have some unsorted by now. But maybe not. Okay, there's some unsorted. So it goes there first. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So the unsorted is here. So like I'm not sorting iron blocks. They're just going to there. So that works. Alright, let's head up top. And we want to work on some of the rest of the design up top. So I harvested a bunch of glass off camera. And then I've been cooking it up very slowly. Are they out of fuel? Why is everything stopped? Oh no! I've been AFK here all this time, but I hadn't hooked up the rest of that's a shame. So I don't have as much glass as I wanted. Everything's full. Thank you for the follow, that cool guy 58. Appreciate it. I play a lot of actually I guess so there is quite a bit. It's not all in that end chest, but I can grab it from here. So there's actually I still made a bunch. So that's okay. We're okay. We want a bunch of white glass. We're gonna build in the other parts of the arc. So I took out some of the floor in different spots, so I have to be careful where I walk. So let's grab some of this bone meal. This one is a sort of. So this one is this server is a Team BS Patron server. I forget the command, but if you remember what it is, JJ Bunzik. So if you're a patron of mine at a certain tier or higher, then you're able to play on the server. But otherwise, it's not open just to the regular public. You have to be a patron of mine. But there's a number of people that are on the server that are... Oh, actually, wait, we can use our cool book. Here. Yes. Oh, weird. That's not, that changes me. Okay, well, I want the white. Wonder how if there's a faster way to get just the white glass. There we go. If I change that, only things I can craft. There we go. Cool. Yes, that's the command. Thank you. Yeah, it's a weird abbreviation for the command. I guess that makes sense. TBS Patreon. Anyway, yeah. So if you're a patron of mine, you're able to play on there. But otherwise, it's not open to just the general public. Some more white glass there. Okay, cool. And I think oh, I don't know if I saved it. Oh no. I think I've restarted my computer since then. Did you ever play Bed Wars? I have not played that, no. Oh, is that the button? Yes, yeah, so it was showing me a bunch of stuff that I didn't actually have, and it kept on rotating out the stuff. And so if I could change this to be only stuff I can actually craft, then it doesn't do that cycling silliness. But, so I had that thing where I was counting out like 5, 2, etc. And those are, I don't have that thing anymore. So now I have to redo that real quick. I think I have that up someplace. Which one is which? I think this is the one I want. So I'm gonna have to figure out the numbers because I lost that notepad. I hadn't saved it and my computer has crashed since then. I don't restart very often. And okay, so let's do the. So let me try to get the numbers right. So we start out, and so from the middle line, I think it's, well, let's make sure we start out with the right amount. But I guess I can. How do you become a patron? Yeah, so on that link right above your Bed Wars post, there's a link on there, and then so you could sign up to be a patron of mine or my buddy. Welcome, Daddy O'Giz. Late to the show. I had a little bit of a late start, so you're perfectly fine. And so you can be a patron on there and be able to get on the server as a result of that. So it's that link up above, patreon.com. All right, so I need to count out the numbers for the little thing. So we're going to start out with doing that. I'm going to try to... So I think it starts with 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. For some reason this doesn't seem right to me. We'll see. Olive oil. What's that? Olive oil. Hi. Yes. Olive oil is good. I agree, I think. I want to make sure... I'll put down the numbers that I think... I have this oval next to me. And I want to see if this... if this matches the thing I'm building. So let's see. So I think it's going to be 4, 4, 3, 2. 3, 2, 2. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking at... I have this shape here in another world. It's a very odd assortment of sort of food-related items that you're mentioning. So this arc that's here... Actually, so yeah, does this sort of match up with what I was thinking? So maybe 4 is hard to say. But 4 and then 3. Let me get over there. It's hard to see what's going on. No, so it's, well, yeah, so 4, 4, yeah, so what I'm looking at on the side doesn't quite match that. I am, how old am I? I'm 34? Is that right? 34? Oh, God, I almost fell. Talking about food? It is lunchtime. It is lunchtime. Maybe hopefully you're not eating cat food unless you're a cat. Then that's fine. All right. Thank you for the follow, Captain Alex CY. So now I'm confused of what exactly. I have 2 different ovals that I've set up over here. And I'm worried... Oh, no, this one, actually, I bet is the right one. Okay, okay. So I think I found the right one. Good. So let me change the numbers to be that. So, we are at 5... Yeah, that's right. This seems right. 5, 4, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it should just line up with the top. So then that would be, I guess, 2 at this point, and then a bunch of ones. 1, 2, 3, but it'll just line right up. Yeah, once you get old enough, you're like, I think I'm like 34, 35. I don't know. One of those two. If I do some math, let me think about it. Let me do some math. What year is it? Oh, that's a lot of math. I can't do anything. I can't do it on stream. I believe. How old are you? No, actually, don't tell me that. We're not supposed to talk about age on. I'm not listening. All right. Let me do. So I'm going to separate those numbers out to be in sort of the pairs that they used to be in before, and that'll help me put it in. So it's a little easier to not screw up the numbers. And I'll put it right on the side of the screen so I can see that as I build. What are you trying to build? Yeah, so this is this whole farm here. This is the top of the farm. So down below, let's take a look. Kind of show you guys what we have here. Thank you for the tweet, JJ Bonzik. Appreciate it. So if you come down here, this down here is the main part. So there's 4 iron golem farms that are in the corners. And then these are mob farms. So hostile mobs spawn in there, and then they end up walking off and falling to their death on these pads down here. Items from the mob farm, and so like there's a zombie that just fell. Thank you for the tweet, Lapuka. Appreciate it. So then they spawn there, or they spawn in there and they fall and they die. Items go through hoppers, and then also iron golems. You always remind me to tweet. Yes. Yeah, JJ Bonjig is the professional tweeter about the stream. I was hoping that an iron golem would come through, but anyway, there's 4 iron golem farms. They spawn, and then on either side, they come through here. They burn up and die. All the drops that they have go up through this item elevator all the way up to the top. Good to see you again. And then so they all come up to the top. I'll work my way up there so I can show you that part. So they go all the way up this item elevator, up to the very, very tippy top. And they go up to the top, they hit this water stream, which takes them down into this chest here. So then inside the back of this, there's a bunch of redstone back here that sorts them out into these chests. So if we look at, let me figure out where it's going to start. I'm thinking here. No, here. Yes. So, for instance, iron, because it's iron farm, so iron ingots filter through, and then they start putting in here. So eventually this will fill up, and then these will fill up all the way to here, and then after that point, then it no longer will sort. And so there's an entire chest ring that goes around, where eventually all these things might be filled up. Probably not ever, but possibly. So we're sort of building the styling, so it's functional now. Those 2 farms are functional, getting items, moving them up top and moving them down. But now we're sort of making it look cool. So we have, so there's this arc we're about to build. There's one more on the other side that's partially built. And then today we're going to build the other 2 that go those directions. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've been working on it for quite a while. And this is a side project. So my main project is I have a little town. I have this big island. And I'm working on building like a whole city and all this stuff there. And I wanted some resources. So I started working on this project like 6 months ago. And I haven't ever gotten back to the project yet. Yeah, I don't know how to make small builds. That's very true. Okay, so this is the path that comes down. There'll be some more paths, but for now we're going to work on the arcs. So I want to make sure I have the right middle spot. Oh, that's not. Oh, I almost fell. Oh, look at that. So I need to actually. So I guess that middle spot's going to be in here, and I want to make sure I put it like in the right location. So let's look at where the first. So we'll look at this as the first example. Oh, and actually, let's verify our numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Let me think. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4. Okay, so the numbers that I have are right. And I start building it right after the furnaces. Okay, let's go over there. This is, sometimes I build stuff in creative to sort of like get some ideas, but this is all built in survival. I've had some help building it. I can't take all the credit for like putting in all these chests and chopping down the trees and getting a lot of the resources. I have some people, some of my patrons that are very generous with their time, and they've helped me put together some of the resources and sort of some of the busy work with duplicating the same process. But this is all done in survival, even with them as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. JJ Bonzik, as an example, is on the server. She's a patron. So then I'm gonna slightly ignore chat. Thank you also for making it day. Remembered my Mixer password. Welcome, Jen.com. We're gonna do some number counting. We're gonna see. I've messed this up so much last time I tried this, so I'm gonna try not to mess it up. So we have 5. We just went up. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I already mess it up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Counting with, yeah. Okay, and then now I'm up to the next bracket, which is 2. 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 2s. This is the one I always mess up. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. I did it right. Thank you for the follow, God at Battles. All right, so that was the 2s. So now I'll do 1, and then 2 2s. 1, 2, and then a 1 again, and then 2 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome to the stream, God at Battles. That was the second one. Okay, so then I do 1, and then a 2, and then a 1, and then a 2, and then 2 1s, and then a 2, and then 2 1s. Oh no, why is that one down there? Stop, don't do that. 2 1s. Where am I? 2 1s, and then a 2, and then 5 1s. Is this at all accurate? This might be right. Okay. 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a 2. And then we're, in theory, lined up with the bottom here. Yes! Oh my goodness. I actually built it right on the first try. Maybe. Probably. At least it lines up here. That's at the very least, that's the case. All right, so then the other ones are also going to be set up the same way. So it's a 3 bottom. So I can just build it in now. Oh no. What's this? There. I fixed it. Shouldn't be collecting stuff up here. I wonder how many things I've lost because they've been sitting up here. Welcome, Xmonths. Yeah, because it's supposed to be... Huh. It's interesting it actually was collecting there. Is there any collecting anywhere else like that? No. Okay, just that one spot. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think it was just that one spot. So I'll have to remember that when I build the other one right here. So on this top platform, I'm going to build this to be a little longer than the rest of them. For some reason, when it gets here, maybe it's moving so quick. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, so there's the chest storage down there. You just passed an even one. I just passed an even one. I'm not an expert at iron farms, but should there be cobble? Yeah. So it's an iron farm, the main thing, and then we also dug out the entire bottom. Yeah. Let me do a quick look down there. We'll head down that way. So it's an iron farm, also mob farm, and we had to dig out a lot of space. So, well, we didn't have to. We didn't have to at all. But if you look down here, myself and JJ Bonzig, and I don't remember if anybody else dug, but so, and this water's in the way. I have to fix the water at some point, but so ignore this water. Pretend like you can look through it. So then this is all dug out here. We're gonna dig out some more, and then there's glowstone in the bottom, and then there's mob farms here. So the mobs spawn and they fall, and then so like there's some iron and some bones and stuff, and then and then all the cobblestone and regular stone is just from digging out. So right now up top, I have, it's not actually like a farm but there's storage for it. So I have storage chests for that stuff, and I had all the storage just sitting over here. But for right now I'm just trying to drain these out. So like that's drained now. So, or actually, yes, or no, yeah. So there's stuff in there. This chest is drained. So now I can get rid of that. Put a hopper there. I'm trying to move all the storage into the other storage. This server is only for my patrons. So if you're a patron of mine, you can play on here. But otherwise, it's not just a public server. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, right now all these are draining out. So that's where this stuff is coming from. So there's a bunch of stuff I had stored here that's going down, all the way down through hoppers, down to the very bottom part there, and then going back up the item elevator. So, how long did it take you to build this? Ooh, that's a good question. Quite a while. Thank you for the follow, Levi Monkey Boy. Appreciate it. And also thank you for the follow, Sleeballer? Yeah, Sleeballer. How long have I been building this one? This one actually, I haven't been doing, I mean, off and on. So I do it usually because I stream this once a week, sometimes twice a week on this server. And I've been doing it, probably working this possibly for a few months. I'm not sure. Is it going to fall apart? Then Puka, wait, what did I miss? What about Puka? Cobble farm, yes, a farm. Oh, just built cobbled together. I see. I missed his joke. Okay, so let's work on the rest of this particular side over here of the water, or of these guys, and then we can do the same thing the other side. So we actually have to dig a little hole because right now it's kind of filled in, but and then this one I'll have to match the other ones. I'll have to kind of figure out. I'll kind of have to fake it, I guess. Maybe once I get water in, it'll be a little easier to see exactly where to build all the stuff in. Do you have a quarry? If you're referring to the modded Minecraft quarry, I don't. And that one that's where you're able to just put it down and it'll dig it all out for you. This is just regular Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft, no mods. But so yeah, a lot of the blocks that I have there. So eventually I might, for my other build, when I'm building a town, I might need more blocks. And so with that one, I'll be able to come back here and get a bunch of blocks, which is handy. You have to leave? Alright, well, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Alright, let's build. So this guy goes here. So we're just duplicating the thing that's next to us. First, to build the initial platform. And doot, doot, doot. But I'm glad the stream is working better now. It was having some problems in the beginning. I'm not sure exactly why it was having problems, but restarting it worked, so it's all good. I'll have to remember. I'll try that next time. Next time I have problems, I'll just restart the stream. Might fix it. But yeah, so this particular server is I'm working in the iron farm here. I was thinking about putting in some more farms. I don't know if I'll get to that because I want to get back to the other project. So for now, I might just leave it. I have it here. You have a villager breeder? A breather or breeder? Yeah, I've done some... I don't know if on this server I've done villager breeding or not. But we do have... I guess I have, yeah. I mean, not exactly in like how you do it in some places, but we do have a couple of villages in the main town area. And we have a couple door rooms that make them go pretty crazy. Do you have a glass island making all the glass for you? I have there's a desert that this morning I completely, removed a whole bunch from. And then I have a cool furnace thing there. But switching it off and on, yeah, right, exactly. Turning it off and on works pretty well. Yeah, I guess it was kind of choppy, so. All right, doot. Put that there. So once we get this part built in, I'll build the other side next. So we kind of are in the same mindset. Not sure who's calling me. Oh, I have an idea. I'll call them back. So how close are we? How many followers am I at? I must be pretty close. Wait, what is happening here? Are those really messed up, or are they just pretending to be messed up? Are you wigging out, or are you just pretending to be wigging out? I don't know, it's hard to say. Okay, so I have a bit more before the next giveaway. I have a giveaway at 500, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't put anything valuable in this anyway, so I'm not too worried if I'm losing some stuff. I don't know if those are really there or not. Oh, well, we should make an Enderman. We have an Enderman farm. So there's John, who's on the server. He set up this really awesome Enderman farm. I was actually there today, because a bunch of my tools were broken down, and it's very effective. It's pretty cool. All right, so we want to get in there. So let's go ahead and I'll chop away a 3 wide opening, just so I can get to the right spot to put in the glass over here. So this one's kind of built into the ground a little bit, but it's the same idea. We want to make sure that we're lined up properly. Thank you for making it day. So this is the middle here, and we want to start it in the same spot. So we're going to do the same counting we just did, and hopefully everything lines up okay. So we're going to do... Oh, wait, where'd it go? I moved my game over. Okay, there we go. So we have 5 to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we're on to the next set, which is 1, 2, and then a 3. 1, 2, 3. Followed by 4 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next set is 1, followed by 2 2s. Alright. Then we have the same thing again. 1, followed by 2 2s. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay, I think so. And then we have 1 2 1 2. Followed by 1 1 2. Followed by 1 1 2. Followed by 5 1s. 1 2 3 4 5. Followed by 2. And then in theory, this should line up with the thing. Yes! Success. I made a mango ender. I'm not sure what that is, but that sounds cool. Yeah, so this one is he has it set up so that there's, I think, an endermite in a chest, flat platform, and then they all just run for the endermite. They fall down, and they die. Oh, they don't die. They die after you hit them with a sword. But it produces a lot of XP and heals up your stuff super fast. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's grab this. Oh, you're in there? Okay. And then, so we'll just duplicate the thing to our side again. And then that'll make the design. And we're going to run water down this as well. It's not going to move items down because I want the items to start from the beginning of this order. But it's going to have water running down it, and then we just need to sort of make it look decent enough up top so that it doesn't appear... I mean, there'll only be items going down one side, but... do I have... automatic machine? Yes, potentially. So it depends on what you mean exactly. But I have a... So down at the bottom, there's a thing that collects all the items and then sends them up top. I also have... So the actual mob farms themselves and also the iron farms aren't... They're not really machines even. They're just... like tricking the game to do stuff in a certain way where you can then collect the rewards. So the zombies and creepers and stuff spawn, and then they walk into the water. They fall to their death. This isn't right. Oh, it was right. Never mind. It has max XP flow. Oh wow, cool. Yeah. It depends on. I mean, so my automatic machine. It depends on what you mean. So yeah, sometimes like it depends on exactly what you mean. But if you're talking about modded stuff, no, I don't have that because this is just regular vanilla. All right, awesome. One more. Whee! All right, so these guys go in. We'll fill in the bottom, and then we can start putting in the sides, and then run water down, and then we'll sort of clean it up after that. The white glass is hard to see. I keep on. Yeah. I broke that one. That's all right. Oh yeah. So the other thing that happened recently. This is it's only for patrons. So if you're a patron of mine, yes. But otherwise, it's only just for them. So people that support me financially through Patreon.com are able to join in the server. But otherwise, unfortunately, no. Sorry. And it's also PCs. So depending on if you're on Xbox, then right now it's not cross-platform. Although at E3 they were talking about making the game cross-platform. So eventually, I think that people on Xbox will be able to join all servers. They're, like back and forth. You can join servers that are set up for Xbox or PC. That'd be kind of cool. More of a connected community. I was watching Zisto stream yesterday. And he was playing on a CTM map, MMO. So Complete the Monument, massively multiplayer online game. And so I'm pretty excited about that. I've applied for getting working on the beta. Wait, yeah. Oh, it's a closed beta right now. So I was applying to try and get on the closed beta for that. We'll see. Let me go ahead and get some more glass from over here. I don't have a lot of room. Let me try to get rid of some blocks. Vanilla with some command blocks. That's only for... I got you. Okay. Yeah, I thought that they were... Okay, I got you. I thought it was maybe going to be like all worlds were cross-platform, but maybe not. So obsidian, we'll just dump that in there, and that'll sort through. Cobblestone we don't need. I think I have an infinity bow, right? Yeah, I only need one arrow. And then let's turn these into regular things, and we can throw them in there so they will sort through the system. And then let's make a bunch more white glass. Let me verify one thing real quick. I saw a text from my wife. I'll make sure she doesn't need me. Okay, all right. Nope, we're good. We're redoing our deck, so I asked her some questions about the estimate that we got. That should be fun. Redoing. Oh, I wanted to get this glass. There we go. So what else? Yeah. So the massively multiplayer online game. That's also a complete the monument map. So, so I'm excited to. I'm hoping I can get on there. Why can't? Oh, there it is. I found it. And so we'll see. We'll see if I get on there. Hopefully this weekend they're going to open up the beta, invite some more, and maybe I'll get in. We'll see. Oh god, I almost fell. All but Java, PC, and PS4. Okay, I got you. Oh, this isn't going to work. There we go. Fixed it. This is the way where I can get up to the top to start building in the rails. Okay. So from up here, so those are all built in. I also don't want to stand too close to that. Yeah, that's why I keep on getting all these blocks. So it's going to be, generally speaking, it goes over to the edge of that, and then one more. Except I think this top one is the one that I extended a little bit further. Let's double check. Yeah, this is the one that I did a little bit more because it was catching, and I just wanted it to mirror. Even though it won't actually have items moving down here. But this is going to go a little bit up. Otherwise, it's just like this. So we'll go ahead and build this in. So where it goes over the edge, it's going to have one extra block. And then once it gets down, further down, then it's slightly different from that also. I'll have to double check how that's set up, I guess. I think it looks like 3 of the tiers are filled in, if I'm not mistaken. And that was mainly because when items actually were coming down, they were sort of fast as they got down there, so they would sort of overshoot and then they'd end up on top of the thing. So I had to build the enclosure coming up to about there, and then at that point it was fine. Filling these guys. But yeah, so if I can get on that server, I'll be doing some more some gaming from there as well. So it's sort of a, if you watch my series with Scody, it's like that, where we're trying to, you know, complete quests, capture wool, or get wool, I guess, from chests inside the dungeon. But then it's also, you know, with a bunch of people, and it's online, and there's like player housing and all this other stuff. So yeah. And I was talking to John Fowl, and trying to get him on there, because he's also into the CTMs. JJ Vonzig, I hear you're big on the CTMs, if you want to also join in, should be fun. Eventually, you can have guilds. You have to have at least 5 people for a guild, and then you have to save up the money for it and stuff. But I'm hoping to eventually get like a Team BS guild or something like that. I mean, part of me wants to just like join another guild so I don't have to run the guild. Thank you for the follow, Uncle Nate 2007. Appreciate it. So I don't have to run the guild, because I've done that a little bit in WoW, and it's kind of tiring. but at the same time, like, so I sort of have a brand of, you know, Team BS, BasketMC sort of stuff. So I think that I will probably make a guild. I think it'd be cool. Oops. So we are going to fill it in. So we want to make it so that the water can get through. So we're going to build another platform here. And this is where it'll cut over like that. Let's see how you guys do. All right, cool. So we fill this in, and then here it's going to be able to continue through. So that was 1 tier, I think. Yeah, 1. A second tier is here, and so 1 more tier, and then I think it's good. So we'll put these guys in here, like this. And I think that's where it'll stop. So we'll see. Oh, and I can scoot this over a little bit so I can see chat slightly better. I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy the CTMs, but John and I are cool. Guild management is hard. Yeah, the hardest part, actually, for me, like, I used to be, my World of Warcraft guild I was in, I was the guild master for quite a while. But then the problem I was running into is that I didn't have a lot of time for raiding. Well, I did at the time, but I didn't know raiding like was a thing. So I was the guild master, and it was like us hanging out. But then I was still working on like going in the regular content, and then everybody else was in like the raid dungeons with 40 people all at one time trying to do these different things. And I didn't, I didn't really understand why people needed that. So we started losing people from our guild because they wanted to go raid. And stuff like that. So I don't know if it'll be quite as stressful or like hard to manage everybody in this server. I'm guessing not, because as far as I know, there's not like, you can group together and work on dungeons, but there's not like a raid dungeon exactly. I mean, later on, I think as the wolves go up, they're harder. But I don't think it's quite the same as like WoW with their crazy raids. And even now, like with WoW, World of Warcraft, there's a lot of like easier things. They've made a lot of things easier, I guess. I guess I can build it inside. It's kind of neat. It's a lot easier to see like where to actually build the different parts. That's not what I want to do at all. Right? Yeah. And then this goes up to here. This goes up to there. Up. And then here, I guess here I have to stand on top. Been watching E3 coverage. It's pretty cool. It's getting me excited for PAX West I'm going to. And then I'm also looking at a PHP con, and then I'm considering, there's also, I was managing a guild that wanted to raid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and so then it's like, you have to worry about, like, DKP, like, raid points, and, like, who gets what loot, and all this stuff. It's a lot to manage. And so actually what was fun is, even when I was no longer the guild master, because everybody left the guild I was in, basically, and, like, even my real-life friends, they left the guild. Partly they wanted to change to a PvE server, because we were in a PvP server, so people kept on killing us, and it was really frustrating. And so they wanted to change to a PvE server, and so when they switched over, they just made a new guild, and they didn't put me as the guild leader. So I'm not really sure what that means, but which is fine, because then I don't have to worry about running it, and I could, you know, play sometimes and not play, and I didn't have to worry about disappointing everybody. But I was going somewhere with this story. I don't remember where I was going, but I'm sure it was a great story. Let me think. The rating. Oh yeah. So I built for one of my college projects, actually, I built what's called DKP. Why is that happening? I think those items are probably actually there. Can I walk in this? Yeah, so they're actually stuck there. Why would they be stuck there? I had this whole, like, networked World of Warcraft mod thing that would be able to receive updates of how many points everybody has, and, like, a log of people spent points and different stuff. And so even if I wasn't online, it would still be able to network between the people that were using the mod. And then, like, I could, after a raid, I would be able to take the information from there, export it into a website that I built, that, you know, so they could look at it online or in the game. It's pretty sweet. So that was fun, trying to figure out, Lua is the language for that. So learning Lua and getting that all set up was a lot of fun. That was back when it was before Sarah, my wife, and so you know, I ended up having more time on my hands, because I was social, but I was social through the game, and I wasn't married and stuff, so I had more time to raid. But now I spend time with my family, which is pretty sweet, but it doesn't give a lot of time for raiding. So MMOs, I have to less MMOs, more family. Works out. I guess I don't really have to jump down as long as I stay on top of this. Okay. As long as I can reach it, because some of them are kind of low. There. Your stream stops every 5 minutes. That's not good. Is everybody else having the problem, or just you? I mean, I know that JJ Banjo was having a problem earlier. I don't know. So you missed my whole conversation? That's okay. It'll be in the bot, right? All right. Let's one more. All right. Now we're down to this. Put these guys in. All good here. Oh man. I wonder. I don't know. The mysteries of computers. It's like I have a website that my wife and I use for managing their menu and all that stuff. Stream has been steady for you. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. It'll be anything you missed, though. My whole conversation about World of Warcraft will be in the bot. All right. So I think now we have all of that stuff in place. We want to get some water buckets. I think we have we don't have a water bucket. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we have one water bucket on us. Let's see. I need some iron. Where can I get some iron from? Okay, and then we can make some buckets. And let's use our crafting thing, I guess, right? So let's make some buckets using the crafting thing, even though it wouldn't be too hard to use, but we have it. Might as well use it, right? So 1, 2, 3, and I have to decide how I want to do some of the top stuff. So let's grab some blue glass, and I have some lapis in there. So we'll see which one looks the best. All the way up top. All right, and can I make that jump? I don't know. Maybe not. So now here, right now, I have this glass, the blue glass like that. So I guess I already have blue glass in there. We'll see if this works. I heard it. Okay, all right, cool. So let me put in this. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a problem if things get stuck. All right. Well, I'll think about that. I'll put in the water in the meantime. So the idea is it's supposed to look kind of like the water's going in all directions, but really I only have it going that way. But then this fills down all the way down to the bottom area down there. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're good. So then that is the arc going over the whole thing. Now let's troubleshoot this. So what is it getting stuck on? Is it like... I don't know. Yeah, it's... looks really nifty. Yeah. Oh, you're the whole thing. Not the issue we're looking at. You must be on mobile. Okay. So. So it's like it's inside the glass. It is slowly working its way down there, but it might not make it before the 5 minutes. That's so weird. Yeah, the problem is not nifty. Okay. All right. Let me try something. So let me get an infinite source going. We'll do it over here. Fill up our water bucket some more. Get rid of this. Okay. So now we have some more water buckets. So I could potentially try to put more water in these spots in case that's something that's happening. Like maybe it's getting glitched into those. So I could just break this and this. I also put water there. That's going to make an infinite source, though. So that's not really going to work out very well, is it? All right, let's do this. I could make this whole thing water if I move this water out a little further. Interesting, I didn't... Huh. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so then we can move that water out. Change these to be white. Oh no, that's not gonna... We want this to be fake water here. So let's put in the blue glass. And then let's make this all be... Refresh the chunks or relog. You think it's not really there? I walked into it and it seemed like it was there. Which makes me think that it's still a problem. Let me... Let's try to do this. So I'm going to take out these blocks. And actually, I kind of want these blocks just in case. And then we're going to get rid of this water. And then what I'm thinking is if I just put water here. So that is a corner there. If I also put water here. No, then there's a spot here. Oh, that doesn't help me. Okay, if I put it here, then there'll be a standing still spot here. Okay, let's put the water here. And then let's try to see if we put these in. No, this still doesn't help me. Alright, let me try this. So that it's not going directly into the first water spot. And then let's stare at this for a long time. Just kidding. So what I'm hoping is that nothing gets stuck up here. Oh wait, actually this is a problem because now the water doesn't. Oh, the water doesn't go far enough. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go far enough. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Just kidding. So I'll put the water back. We'll put this back, and we want all these to be blue glass anyway. Yeah, we have enough for over here as well. Okay, so we put it back to what it was before. Except we can move these water back, I guess. So do this. Like that. Grab that. So I don't know if this is still going to be a regular issue or not. I broke the wrong thing. There. Okay. Water in corners, glass in standing still water. Interesting. Yes. Okay. I like that. So move these over. We'll put blue glass back in those spots. We will take... Oh, but we need... so one of the other issues is that the water doesn't quite reach all the way if I bring it back one. But... Let me think. You know what I mean? So if I don't do that, it doesn't... the water doesn't quite reach over this edge. Slightly too long. But I think I know you're saying put water here, leave glass here. Take out these this 2x3. Because then it would flow properly, and then it wouldn't create an infinite spring here, but then it doesn't quite reach all the way. But I don't want items to get stuck up here. Like that guy. Don't do that. Okay, well, we could potentially have water a little higher here. So let's try that. So let's take out these blocks. Okay. And then we'll leave that there. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do this. Get some white glass. And then we'll put water up here instead. Huh. This is interesting. I didn't, isn't flowing in like I thought it was gonna. Is that because this is here? It is. Okay. So now do you work? So now we'll just pretend like the rest of this is water. If I put something here, will it? Okay, that seems like it works. No, wait. Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's a spot there. It stayed. So does this work better? Question is, how does this look at from down below also? But I built up all these sides except for this one. So just to make it look a little bit more, let's do this. Style it up a little bit more. So it's going to be 3x3 of this stuff. To try and give a reason, you know, make it so that it doesn't look as weird. It's all the right glass. Seems like that's working. Okay. Let's pop over here. Remove these for now. And then we'll go down to the bottom and take a look to see how it sees. Sees how it sees. Whee! Okay. So if we look out. Nope. I see a problem. So that still doesn't reach as far. Okay. If I have more blue glass, I can... No, I need to get regular glass before I can make it blue. But I have an idea possibly of how I can adjust that. Thank you for the follow. Large cartoon. 748. Oh, I already have some blue glass. There we go. Save some stuff. Yeah, it's not flowing down. Yeah. All right, let's get up there. So I can put... if I put in 2 more blue glass before that one spot, I think we'll be okay. So if I do... let's do this so just to get over there. So if I take these out, and then if I put blue glass under this, I guess I'll take these out as well. Oh, my inventory's full. So I guess I'm thinking if I put these here, it's still flowing, and it looks like now it's going all the way. Let's make sure that it's not dumping in a weird spot. Nope, they're all making it good. And then let's check a look at this over here and see. So I can put, looks like a block here. And then we'll sort of watch it a little bit more just to see, make sure that it's not, you know, collecting stuff in weird spots. So this is kind of a weird thing I've created here. But it seems like it works, which is the important part. Yeah, I think it's working. Doesn't seem like it's getting stuck in the walls anymore. Okay, cool. So now let's take a look down below to see how it looks. Boop. Okay, so we have the arc going in all directions. Wish I was on my camera account. We could look at it in a different way. But I guess this is how people will see it. So they won't actually be standing here. They would be in other spots. But let's go on this ledge over here. So eventually there's gonna be water. The chests are still gonna be submerged, but I'm gonna change the way the water works a little bit so it's more uniform, and then like the water will be cut off there and somehow be collected, and the bottom area won't have a bunch of water everywhere. But yeah, I missed. Somehow I walked off the edge. Alright, let's go up top. Okay, so there's where the items come down. They shoot down there, into there, and then they get sorted through. And otherwise, everything else looks pretty cool. This path that comes down here, there's going to be 2 more in each direction. This platform is going to be continued around there, and then work its way down. And then this U shape here, platform going down, is going to match over there. So the whole thing's going to be symmetrical, the whole base. But yeah. So that is the item sorter design. Do I have an elytra? I do not yet, but that would be an excellent point. If I had an elytra, I could fly around. I've never flown with an elytra before. I don't think ever. So I don't really know how that works. Oh, I have a bunch of blocks from this order. But that'll be the end of the stream.